Hey guys, you're in a nutshell with me, Ina. Alam nyo, marami, no? Ang pangarap dito sa Canada, makabili ng bahay. Yun nga lang, alam nyo naman, may housing crisis. Ang mahal na mga bahay dito, especially if you live in the very urban areas, no? Kailangan mo lumayo kung gusto mong medyo mas affordable ang iyong makuhang bahay. Siyempre, pag-iipunan natin yan ng husto, yung down payment. Tapos nakabili ka na. Guys, let us remember, hindi dyan nagtatapos ang inyong pangarap. Obviously, no, may mortgage ka pa to begin with. Pero, okay, taking that first step, kapag ikaw ay nakasecure na ng-mortgage, nakabili ka na ng bahay, nako guys, alam nyo, madalas kong naririnig, wow, napakagastos pa pala. There are other expenses that oftentimes home buyers fail to know before they actually buy a house. Okay, so this episode will help you understand what costs come with home ownership. Okay? Yan ang ating pag-uusapan. Kasama ang ating kaibigan, Kuya Puto. Yan. Hi. Welcome
Hello.
back.
Hello. Hi, everybody.
Okay, wait. Let me put up Kuya Puto's YouTube page. Okay, i-follow nyo rin si Kuya Puto, guys. Marami kayong matututunan dyan. Alam nyo ba, baka masurpresa sila. Okay, Kuya Puto is actually a licensed mortgage specialist. Okay, so perfect na perfect talaga siya para sa topic na ito. Maliban sa siya ay isang mortgage specialist, siya rin ay isang landlord. Okay, they have rental income property. Sila po ng kanyang asawa, si Ate Susan. Hold on, let me put up yung wala na ako. Okay, so perfect, no? Kuya Puto can talk to us from both perspectives. Diba? Kuya Puto, o sige, unahin natin dun sa costs that come with, owning a home. Outside yung mga maintenance. Okay, mamaya na
Okay.
yung pagiging landlord mo.
Okay.
What are the usual fees na hindi na-account ng isang tao na bumili ng bahay? Kasi iniisip nila, the mortgage, and that's it. Diba?
Yes.
Pag, ito yung monthly mortgage ko, ito na to.
Mhm.
Yeah, ano pa yung iba na dapat nilang malaman?
Property tax.
Yeah, oo.
Yeah. So, pag nagre-renta tayo, dati nagre-renta kami, babayaran mo lang yung renta nyo, that's it, right? Covered lahat.
Mm.
Kung bumili po kayo ng bahay, yung gobyerno, merong hati. And that is very important, yung numero na yun, because babayaran niyo yun quarterly or monthly, depending sa situation ninyo, yung setup ninyo. But property tax can be a significant amount that you have to pay for on top of your mortgage.
Yeah.
Pag nasa condominium naman kayo, merong property tax, merong condo fee. So mag-iingat kayo doon because karamihan po ng tao, iisipin nila, okay, I'm gonna go buy a condo, property tax lang yan, tsaka mortgage, di ba? No. Condo fee. Napakalaking expense. It can be a very big expense. Depende kung gaano katanda yung building ninyo, tsaka kung nasaan yung building ninyo, tsaka kung sino yung condo corporation that you deal with.
Oh, and the facilities available, right? I think
Absolutely.
it's the
Absolutely.
area.
And yung condo fees na yan, it can range anywhere from, typically yung mga bagong condominiums na bagong tayo, siguro mga 350. Okay? Pero it can go all the way up to like over $1,000 depende kung gaano kalaki yung condominium ninyo, square footage wise. And obviously the amenities that are available to that community. Yeah.
Yung
Property tax,
yeah.
condo fees, mag-ingat kayo.
Yung property tax, may standard computation ba dyan, Kuya Puto?
They base it on the city impact assessments of property ninyo.
Okay,
So
okay.
sometimes that's a very good thing dahil yung the city property assessment is usually lower than the market value. Dahil isipin nyo, sa Toronto lang, sa Ontario, right? Ang mamahal ng mga bahay, over $1 million. Kung binase nila sa market value yung property tax niyo, lagot kayo.
Oo nga. Oo, no?
Lagot kayo, yeah.
So we're talking about possibly yung dalawa, property taxes and the home insurance pa lang, several $100 a month on top of your mortgage. Pwedeng ganun, di ba?
Absolutely. That home
Yeah.
insurance, mandatory yan, lalo na kung meron kayong mortgage. Diba? Because the lender wants insurance on that property. Parte ng condition yan. So depende kung gaano kalaki, kung gaano kamahal yung bahay ninyo, yung insurance cost will be adjusted accordingly. Diba?
Kasi guys, isipin niyo 'no, kunyari, pupunta kayo ng bangko, you will say na gusto ko i-limit yung, mortgage ko to this certain level. For example na lang 1,000 para lang easy computation.
Sure.
And then you found a way 'no, to, sa bank na, "O sige, ito na yung mortgage mo, 1,000." Imagine mo with the property tax and home insurance pala, pagkatapos mong makipag-negotiate at humanap ng paraan to limit to 1,000, magiging 1,500 din pala. 'Di ba? Malaking bagay yun, 'di ba?
Kaya napaka-importante pag, bibili kayo ng bahay, alamin niyo agad kung magkano yung property tax for that house.
Yeah.
And kung merong condo fee, kung magkano yung condo fee. And it's
Yeah.
also a good idea, just like buying a car. Alamin niyo na ballpark kung magkano aabutin yung insurance niyo for that house on a monthly basis.
Yeah. Okay. Now naman, let's go to utilities. Okay. Maraming mga renters, Kuya Puto, swerte, no? Kasama na dun sa rent nila. May ilan nakasama na yung ilang utilities like water, etc. no?
Yeah.
Tapos kapag bumili na ng bahay, masya-shock, siyempre hindi sila sanay.
Yes.
Na sa kanila na ngayon lahat. Tapos if ang binili pa nila, let's say a detached home or townhouse, ang laking difference ng utilities. Do you have any experience na ganyan, Kuya Puto? Maybe when you move into your first house?
Absolutely. Nung nagrerenta po kami dati, kami ni wife ko, tsaka yung panganay namin. Wala pa si babae nun, wala pa si bunso. Bayad namin was $650 all-inclusive for a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom. So lahat na yon, like kuryente, yung heating, yung air conditioning, lahat na yon covered, right? Nung binili namin yung bahay, yung unang bahay namin, na-shock ako. Because all of a sudden, kailangan magbayad ako ng heat, kailangan ako magbayad ng hydro, kailangan kong bayaran yung rental ng hot water tank sa downstairs, you know, yung internet, like sunod-sunod yan, hindi natatapos, right? And isipin nyo, babayaran nyo lahat yun on top of your mortgage and on top of your property taxes, right? So kung nasa apartment tayo ngayon, lahat all-inclusive, and gusto nyong mag-transition from apartment to home ownership, utilities is heat, okay? Hydro, air conditioning, water, tubig is not free.
Yeah.
Okay? Tapos yung hot water tank sa basement ninyo, yung nagpapainit ng tubig para makapag-shower kayo sa winter, hindi po libre yan. Yung iba nire-renta, yung iba binibili. So there's a lot of associated costs with home ownership. And nung nasa apartment kami dati, lahat ng ilaw nakabukas. Okay? Pag naliligo ako, kalahating oras.
Okay, only kasi, no?
Dahil libre lahat, di ba? Pag winter, it's like a constant plus 24 degrees para mainit, di ba? Pag summer naman, oh my God, kailangan mag-jacket ka dun sa loob ng apartment namin. Yung mga attitudes na yun, magbabago. Mabilis magbabago the moment na ikaw na ang nagbabayad ng mga utilities na yun sa bahay mo.
Hindi ka na naliligo everyday.
Everyday pa rin. Everyday pa rin. Pero imbis na half an hour, you know, 5 minutes, maybe 15 minutes, mga ganun. Hindi na ako nagbababad.
Is it wise, Kuya Puto, for example? Or is it possible, kunyari, you're looking at a house, mukhang gusto ko to. And then yung realtor na tumutulong sa'yo, pwede mo ba siyang tanungin, magkano ba abutin usually? Ano ba experience ng previous owner nito tungkol sa gastos sa utilities? Just, you know, for you to have an idea, magkano?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay. They would have an idea, yeah.
They should, they should have an idea. If anything, they should have the exact numbers. Dahil binebenta nila yung bahay sa'yo, right? It's no different than pumunta ka sa Honda dealership tapos bebentahan ka nung salesman ng kotse. So they should know every single thing about that product that they're trying to sell you, di ba? And
Mhm.
napaka-importante yung mga information nun. Pag kami bumibili ng bahay, pagdating sa usapan ng mga utilities, right? Kakausapin ko agad yung realtor, sasabihin ko, "Hey, can you get exact numbers for me when it comes to how much the hydro bill is, how much the
Yeah.
water bill is, how much the heating bill is, how much is the rental for the hot water tank downstairs, how much is your typical insurance for the house?"
Yeah.
Mga gano'n, dahil napakaimportanteng mga questions nun dahil pera yung
Mhm.
pinag-uusapan natin, 'di ba?
Yeah.
So, who better to ask than the person who's selling you the house, 'di ba?
Mhm, mhm.
Gano'n.
Okay. Alam mo,
What kind
speaking of 'no, here in Windsor, I was, surprised sa water bill. I don't know if ganyan din sa Toronto, hindi ko nga maalala yung water bill namin wala yata kasi kaming water bill dun sa apartment namin before, sa
Yeah.
GTA, okay? Here, merong water yung usage,
Mhm.
and then you will also be charged for the water waste that
Yes,
you produce. Meron din ba diyan ng gano'n?
that's normal. That's
Oh my
normal.
God! Sabi ko, bakit gano'n? Doble 'no, yung parang ginagamit
Yeah.
mo plus yung pino-produce mong waste, they will charge you for it. Nakakaloka.
It's called sewer charges. Lahat
Yeah,
ng
oo.
lahat ng hindi ka lang natitira sa ginagamit mong tubig, natitira ka na rin sa tinatapon mong tubig. So,
Oh, I've
dalawang
always
tipo
been
'yan.
curious, Kuya Puto, anong difference? I mean, how do they compute for the waste water? Do you know? If
Yun
alam mo
naman,
lang.
may metro 'yan, eh.
Sa ila
May
Hindi,
metro
for
sa bahay.
usage, right? Pero yung
Yes.
waste, how do they differentiate?
Well, it's relative to what you're using, 'di ba?
Okay.
Dahil kung magtatapon ka ng isang baso,
Oo.
kung gagamitin mo isang basong tubig, 'di ba lalabas din isang
Yeah,
baso?
okay, okay,
More or
okay.
less, more or less gano'n ang gamit, 'di ba? Kaya okay, pagdating din sa tubig, yung iba
Oh,
sa'tin mahilig mag-plant ng mga flowers,
hmm,
'di ba, mag-garden sa 'pag summertime. 'Pag nasa apartment kayo or 'pag nagrerenta kayo ng bahay, hindi niyo iniisip 'yun, right? Tubig lang kayo ng tubig, sprinkle lang
yeah.
kayo ng sprinkle ng water. Mag-ingat kayo do'n dahil napapansin ko dito, karamihan ng tao tumataas ang water bill 'pag summer. Tapos
Mhm.
'pag winter naman tumataas ang heating bill. So it's relative, right? So AC and water usage goes up during the summer and heating and water goes
Hmm.
down sa winter, 'di ba?
Yeah, oo. So
Yeah,
ano pa 'no, iba-iba ang gastos niyo
iba-iba
throughout
ang
the year.
gastos.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, eto naman. Eto
Hmm,
I know, magastos na magastos raw ito. Maintaining your house. Kapag
yeah.
ikaw ay isang ano lang 'no, renter, tenant ka ng bahay, hindi mo poproblemahin 'yan. Parang kami 'no, our landlords just came over to do some cleaning. They cleaned yung mga sa bubong namin, to take out the
Yes,
leaves, yung mga ganyan. Wala kaming gagastusin. They asked
tama,
us, "Oh, may kailangan ba kayong ano dito?" Papapuntahin daw nila yung electrician, et cetera.
tama.
Okay, how expensive is it, Kuya Puto, ang the usual repairs na kinakailangan ng isang bahay, especially if medyo luma na yung bahay. Many of us, yung mga first time home owners, bihira lang bibili ng brand new, eh. Usually yung starter home mo siyempre second or third owned na yan, yung mga gano'n ba?
Yeah. So, depende sa bahay 'yan, like what you
Okay.
said, Ate Ina. Typically yung mga medyo matatandang bahay expect to have repairs,
Mhm.
expect to have stuff break. Dahil lahat naman nasisira, 'di ba?
Mhm.
Kaya nga yung mga tao gusto nila bagong bahay but not everybody can afford a brand new house. Dahil typically, 'pag bumili ka ng bagong bahay, wala kang masyadong iisipin because number one, it's under warranty. Number two, kagagawa lang, 'di ba? Unless
Mhm.
yung builder talaga palpak, hindi
Yeah, oo.
maganda pagkagawa ng bahay. Pero if we're talking about older houses, katulad nung first house namin dito, kami ni Mrs., right? It's not it was not in the best condition pero nakuha namin magandang presyo. So
Okay.
expected, nag-budget kami for the roof, nag-budget kami for the windows, nag-budget kami for like whatever interior work or upgrades that we want to do dun sa kitchen. Because usually in kitchen tsaka mga bathrooms, yun ang binabago ng mga tao pag bumili sila ng bahay.
Mhm.
Right? So you have to account for all of those expenses. And kung nagre-renta naman kayo, di nyo iniisip yun, right? Tama yung
Yeah.
sabi ni Ate Ina, pag merong nasira, you just pick up the phone, call your landlord, and then the landlord fixes it.
Yeah.
As a landlord myself,
Ayan.
that can get pretty expensive and that can get pretty annoying. Pero parte ng procedure yan eh. You know,
Yeah.
you have to accept it as a landlord, right? Katulad nung isang araw, tinawagan kami nung panganay ko dahil nakatira siya dun sa kabilang bahay, nagre-renta siya kasama yung mga kaibigan niya, di ba? Sabi, oh, there's a pinhole leak doon sa pipe sa downstairs. Eh, kung landlord ka, hindi mo pwedeng pabayaan. Dahil tumutulo yung tubig, right? You don't know, it might cause water damage, right? You don't want that. So whatever I was doing, binagsak ko lahat. I drove to the house and I fixed it myself. Thank God it wasn't that big of a thing, you know. I just YouTubed it, right? But then most of the time, you know, hindi naman ako eksperto. So I need to be friends with a lot of people in the trades. So marami ako naging kaibigan na mga electrician, na mga plumber, na mga roofer. Like whatever you think that may need repair sa bahay, naghahanap ako ng mga kaibigan doon sa mga trades na yon.
Yeah.
And whenever I make friends with these people, I keep them. Dahil parang mga doktor yan eh. Dahil pag yung bahay mo nagkasakit, maghahanap ka ng doktor.
Yeah.
Diba? So not too long ago, dito sa bahay namin dito, yung heater, huminto.
Ay, naku po, ang hirap nun.
Ang hirap niyan, lalo na pag winter, di ba? Long story short, thank God, you know, kaibigan kami ng mga, we're very good friends with the Filipino community here dito sa Brantford, right? And marami kaming mga kakilala, at least 3, you know, yung mga anak nila, yung mga asawa nila, or yung mga pinsan nila, they work in HVAC. So all it is, I pick up my phone, meron akong directory dito, okay, tawag, boom, punta dito half an hour, tapos, gawa lahat. Pero, magbabayad ka.
Oo. That's why they say, no, it would be very useful if you are like, you know your way around mga kung ano-anong buting-ting sa bahay.
Absolutely.
Like a handyman, tulad ng kaibigan nating si Rice Velasquez, no? If only may ganun ka. Kasi guys, no, it's expensive to hire these trades people na sinasabi ni Kuya Puto. For example, Kuya Puto, let's give an idea for those especially who are not in Canada na hindi sila aware kung gaano kamahal ang singil ng mga kuya electrician, plumber, hindi tulad sa Pilipinas, 'di ba? Punta ka lang sa kapitbahay mo, pupunta na, abutan mo lang ng konti, papayag yan eh. Dito for example, electrician, nasira yung ano ba usually nasisira, Kuya Puto? Na short or something, may ganun ba?
I'll give you an example. Perfect example to. Kausap ko si Kuya Rice nung nandito kayo, nung summertime, right? Dahil 'di ba, nagha-handyman siya. Like, you know, yun ang sideline niya, right? He fixes stuff for people, di ba? So meron kaming condo and it's being rented, right? And there was an incident last year. Tumawag sa akin yung tenant ko. Sabi niya, yung daw shower curtain sa kubeta, sa washroom, right? Bumagsak daw. Okay?
Okay.
I live 1 hour away from where the condo is. The condo is in Mississauga. Right? Nandito kami sa Brantford. That's 1 hour drive. So I can't, alam ko kung paano magkabit ng shower. Hindi
niya maikabit na lang, Kuya Puto?
No. Dahil, okay, tenant siya, di ba? So hindi niya problema yun. Problema ko yun.
Okay,
right? So tinawagan niya ako. I can do it. Alam ko kung paano gawin yun. Napakasimple. Pero I live 1 hour away. So the time, right? So meron akong property manager. Tinawagan ko siya. Yung nagmamanage ng condo na. It's Condo 1. That's what the property management company is. Tinawagan ko siya. Sabi ko, hey, I have a problem at my unit. You know, a tenant called me. Need a new shower curtain. Sabi niya sa akin, okay, Mark, no problem. We can get that done for you. I'll call you back in half an hour. I'll give you an estimate. Shower curtain, ha? Yun lang yun, okay?
Okay.
So, tinawagan ako ni Carmen. Carmen's her name. Wonderful lady. I love her. Okay, she's so useful. Tinawagan niya, okay, Mark, I came back, I just finished doing the quote for you. I got a guy that can come in half an hour from now and, you know, the problem will be fixed, right? Sabi ko, okay, how much is the damage, Carmen? Oh, it's gonna be $400. I'm like, what? I'm like, what? $400? Are you serious? Sabi niya sa akin ganito, okay, look, I have to hire somebody to go to Walmart or to go to the store, any store, to buy a shower curtain. Okay? And that person has to go to Walmart, then go to your condo, then go upstairs and make arrangements with the tenant para maayos yun. And they have to enter and then take off the old one, put the new one in. So, yung shower curtain, yung shower rod, magkano yun? Like $40, $50?
Yeah,
Why am I
yeah.
getting charged $350? I'm getting charged $350 for the convenience. So, hindi na ako umalis ng bahay ko, mag-drive 1 hour, pumunta sa Walmart, dalhin yung shower rod, ikabit doon sa unit namin. So
Yeah,
I'm paying for the convenience, and the condo management company, they know that. Kaya $400 ang charge sa akin. Kaya nung sabi ko kay Kuya Rice to, sabi niya, oh, sa akin, siguro $25 lang yun, tsaka kape, ayos niya. Kaya sabi ko kay Kuya Rice, oh my God, I wish I had you here close to me para matulungan ako.
Grabe, no?
So really,
Wait, sorry Kuya Puto, I can't get over it. Ano nasira ba? Naputol ba? Nahulog lang? Kasi
naputol yung rod. Dahil siguro nung naliligo sila, they probably pulled on the curtain hard enough and then the rod came off, right?
Putol. So you just had to replace it basically,
Yeah.
no?
Ako kaya kong gawin yun.
Iniikot-ikot.
But $400.
Oh my gosh.
Because it's not the price of the curtain rod.
Yeah.
It's the time and the convenience that they know they're saving me from having to do it myself.
Yeah.
Dahil dito sa Canada, labor is extremely expensive.
Correct. And in that case, it wasn't even a specialized skill in a way.
No, I can do it. Alam kong gawin yun eh.
Yung teenagers.
Yeah, kahit yung panganay namin na walang alam sa mga ganun-ganun, kayang gawin yun.
Wow. You know, speaking of rice, may nakwento siya sa isang episode namin sa Spot Pinoy eh. Guys, ganito, no? Merong mga Canadians who are very uncomfortable talaga even at the very minor, sa ating mga Pilipino, minor things that you have to do around the house. For example, replacing a light bulb.
Yes.
O napundi. Tatawag pa sila dahil ng electrician o anuman. Ayaw nilang palitan yung bumbilya. How much would that cost, for example? Nakalimutan ko na kung nabanggit ba ni Rice eh, pero parang he could have charged $100 just to change
another perfect example na I can remember, yung una pong bahay namin. Same thing with the furnace. It stopped working for some reason nung malamig. Di pa winter noon, mga November, mga ganun pa, right? Pero huminto ang lamig, di ba? So wala naman akong alam sa furnace because I'm not an HVAC guy. Okay? Tsaka bata pa kami noon nung unang bahay namin, right? Wala pa ako masyadong connection. So tumawag ako sa pinakaunang nakita kong number sa internet na nagsuservice ng area namin. Pumunta sa amin, right? Within like maybe 2-3 hours. Okay? Pumunta sa loob ng bahay, tinignan, binuksan yung furnace, tinignan, merong pinindot, umalis na. Like, I'm not even joking, literally, not even 4 minutes, right?
Yeah.
Tapos, nung dumating yung bill ko, it was $190. Okay? Dahil yung service call pala, may bayad pala yun just for them to come to your house. Hindi ko alam. So the service call itself at that time this is going back, 2005, 2006, right? So medyo mahal pa pera nun. The service call itself I think it was like $120.
Grabe.
$70 for them to pindot and then have the thing working.
No?
Mga 2006, 2007 pa yun. Ngayon, I could only imagine what they charge just for the service call itself.
Correct. Grabe talaga guys, ano? And of course, dodoble pa yung mahal na gastos na yan if you want them to come on a weekend.
Oh, absolutely.
Diba? Grabe yan, guys.
Grabe yan.
Mahal.
So, yung isa kong tenant dati, okay, tumawag, sabi yun daw, yung fridge nila, yung water dispenser, hindi raw gumagana for some reason. And Importante sa kanila daw yun. I'm like, okay, I'll get it fixed. A
Yeah.
long weekend. Okay, long weekend. Tandaan ito, long weekend, right?
Okay.
So tumawag ako. Meron akong kilala. Pumunta doon, right? Inayos nila. Tapos, I got the bill. It was for $230. So I called my tenant. I go, hey, how long did so-and-so take to fix the water thing? Oh, all he did was he pulled the fridge out. There was a hose in the back that got crimped. So he replaced that piece of hose and then he pushed it back in and it was good, maybe 10 minutes. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh my God, really? So yun ang presyo na babayaran ninyo pag long weekend. And usually yung mga nasisira na nangyayari sa mga bahay-bahay ninyo, hindi mangyayari yan pag konbinyente sa inyo. Mangyayari yan pag
Always.
talagang desperado ka.
Always. Ay nako. Oh, guys, ayan meron na kayong idea, no? Kaya marami rin, no? Nag-YouTube na lang lahat dahil nga sa
Yeah,
mahal. Yung
absolutely.
pagpapagawa, DIY na lang ito. Bahala na kung gumana o hindi.
I highly suggest kung bago kayo sa home ownership, manood kayo ng madaming YouTube DIY because that's gonna
Yan.
save you a lot of money. Dahil you know what, sira na eh. So,
Correct.
diba, sira na yung gagawin ninyo. How much more broken can it be? Sira na eh. So you might as well take a crack at it, diba? And it's also importante, you know, as you grow into home ownership, make friends with people in trades.
Yeah. Oo.
That's so important. Make friends
Yung
with
parang
people
mga
in trades.
sideline, ano? Mas
Yeah.
makakamura pa kahit papaano.
Di ba lahat tayo kailangan natin ng magaling na doktor? Pag may
Mhm.
bahay ka, lahat tayo kailangan natin ng magaling na doktor ng bahay.
Yeah. Okay, before I move on dun sa last part, no, let me put up pala. Of course, i-promote naman natin si Ate Susan, ang boss ni Kuya
My
Puto, ang
My
commander-in-chief ng kanilang bahayan, si Ate Susan Mendoza. She is, nako, ano yan, ano ba to? Top broker, I think, there in Brantford. Pero, she offers her services Canada-wide. Anything and everything that you will need when it comes to your mortgage, refinancing, first-time home buyer, etc. Okay, so ayan, just contact her there. Sabihin nyo, napanood nyo sila dito. Ayan. Okay, so that's it. Hold on. Okay, eto last na to, Kuya Puto.
Sure.
So we're at tapos na tayo sa maintenance, ano?
Uh-huh.
Pag may nasira na talagang tuluyan, ayan. Alam mo, I think it's a habit, syempre, for new homeowners din, no? Or first-time homeowners na, ako babaguhin ko to. Parang gusto ko i-renovate ng konti itong banyo. Ay, gusto ko pinturahan to or baklasin to at palitan ng ganito. How costly is it? Although I don't know if meron kang experience to compare, no, sa Pilipinas, Kuya Puto, but maybe you can give us an idea. For example, if you want to renovate the bathroom, maliit lang na banyo, yung mga ganyan, ano? May experience ka ba magkano ginastos mo at ano yung pinagawa mo?
So over the years, I've made a lot of friends in the construction industry. Dahil kailangan mo yan eh. Like you said, kung meron kang gustong pa-renovate, kung meron kang gustong pagandahin, kung meron kang gustong i-build, right? Our house previous to this one, yung nirerenta nung panganay namin, yung binili po namin yun, nothing was done to it. Tiniran lang nung previous owners, right? So bago kami lumipat doon, you know, I think it was like a month or two, ginagawa nung construction friends namin. Nire-renovate nila.
Okay.
So I have a little bit of an experience there. So typically, sky's the limit. Nasa sa inyo yan. You know, kung gusto nyo gawing palasyo yung bahay ninyo, sky's the limit. You can do whatever you want, right? But typically, sa regular bathroom, which is usually the room that most people renovate, kitchens and bathrooms, yun ang lagi nilang ginagawa, di ba? Like a kitchen, siguro you can get away kung ikaw gagawa most of the work, maybe anywhere between 20, maybe 30,000. You know?
Wow!
Yeah. Like if you want to make it look like half decent, because you know you have to buy mga appliances, you know. Tandaan nyo, you know, materials is only one component. Usually whatever yung materials, multiply that by 4 for the labor. Dahil mahal ang labor.
Grabe, no?
bathroom, sky's the limit. Pero
Mahal
like,
daw magpagawa ng banyo, 'di ba, Kuya Puto?
lahat yan mahal. Walang mura paggawa pagdating sa renovation, right? You know, dun sa banyo, like typical, like, you know, tub, shower, toilet, vanity, tiles, mga ganon. I don't know. Maybe 15 to 20,000. Depende. Sky's the limit talaga. You can go as cheap as you can. You can go as cheap as you can. But sky's the limit. Nasa sa inyo na yan.
Yeah.
You know? So
Siguro
it's really hard. It's really hard to put a dollar value because nasa sa tao yan eh. Kung gaano niya kagusto pagandahin yung living space. Diba?
Yan. Siguro what we can ask from our viewers is, kung meron kayong experience, para magkaalaman tayo, no, magkano ginastos niyo nung nagpagawa kayo ng ganito, anong type of work did you do, magkano yung ginastos mo, 'di ba? Put them down there in the comment section. And of course, guys, you know, this episode is not to discourage anybody from buying your first home or what. Kunyari ako, hindi naman ako discouraged. This is to help you prepare better. Para kapag ikaw ay bumili ng bahay, aware ka, hindi ka na magulat. Di ba?
Basta tandaan nyo, guys, it's a world of a difference between being a tenant and renting.
Yeah.
Versus having to transition over and becoming a homeowner where kayo lahat ang nagbabayad down to the cent.
Yeah. And honestly, I think Kuya Puto, that all these expenses that we talked about, it's one of the reasons why I think there is also a growing group of people who are believers of renting na lang talaga, and then whatever extra money they have, they just invest it elsewhere. But may ganun na talagang mentality, di ba? So nasa sa inyo yan, do whatever you want, di ba?
Nasa sa tao talaga yan. It depends what they want in life, right? You know, home ownership is not for everybody, but for the majority, it's a good thing to have because it promotes growth, it promotes family, it promotes healthy living. Sa amin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That is it, guys. It was a fun episode, fun discussion as always, Kuya Puto. Thank you so much again.
Thank you.
So guys, share your experience with us dyan sa comment section, and we'll read them. I'll end this episode here. See you guys in the next one. Thank you, Kuya Puto. Bye.
Bye-bye.